Hey, and welcome again to Planet to Soul Astrology. So, friends, today in continuation of the seventh Lord rising in the Naumansha chart, this is part 2. Many people approached me, many mailed me that I should make the part 2. Also, some people wrote that it was confusing, but yes, D9 chart is the pioneer of the actual chart, so you have to learn how to apply at least the basic rising signs in the Naumansha chart. So for that you must watch my first video of how to make the Naumansha chart and what is the basic characteristic to see the Naumansha chart. You must also watch the another video. Two videos I have posted, one with Shri K.N. Rao's chart reading and one with Mr. Amitabh Bachchan's chart reading. Third thing, that when I am talking about D9 chart, everybody must consider their D9 chart planetary position, because this video I am making only about the D9 chart, but in between I may speak certain rules or dictas which is also applicable in D1 chart. So you have to be very careful and just go through whole video, listen till the end, then only you will be able to understand. Many people what do, after half video they jump to last portion of the video. That is why the link gets break and they are not able to understand the dictums, or they are not able to grasp the things properly. So one has to continually see the whole video, so that it will be, at least for divisional charts you must pay keen attention if you really want to learn the D9 chart, because D9 chart plays very important role in seeing the Kalatra Sukham, in seeing the marital life of the person, in seeing the how my spouse will be in my D9 chart. So yes friends, today I am going to discuss the how will be your spouse, how you will come to know that how my spouse will be looking, in what work my spouse will be, or what will be the marital bliss in my D9 chart. So before starting the session, I know I will again tell that do subscribe my channel. Many people see the videos, many yet not have subscribed, and I'm very sure that definitely they will subscribe my channel to boost my happiness and to boost my courage to make more and more videos. Also, do not forget to hit the bell icon so that you can get the notifications, and do share with your friends and family also. So first of all, as I told in the last session also, if in your D9 chart Naumansha rising, that means in your D9 chart in the 7th house, if there is a sun in the 7th house or sun sign. Okay, first I will discuss about the if there is a sun in your 7th house of the chart. So first what thing will come in your mind, that it is a Aquarius rising ascendant in your D9 chart. Okay. Second thing, if Surya is there in the D9 chart in Leo sign only, then you will understand it is a Aquarius rising. If there is only Leo sign, then also it is a Aquarius rising ascendant. And if it is not Aquarius and only Surya is there in the 7th house, they also should listen to this prediction or to this technique what I am going to say. So if Surya is there in your D9 chart in the 7th house, so these people's spouse will be strong, strict, with good willpower, with high ambition. Also they will be connected to some higher organization, they will be blessed with some power and position in the office at the profession level. If this Surya is also in combination with the planet like Mercury or Jupiter, then definitely these natives spouse will be very wise, also with wisdom, may be connected to teaching profession, good looking also. If Surya is in the 7th house of the chart, I will just talk about the Surya because people are getting confused because of that. So but in between when I remember, I just add on other planets also with it. So when Sun is there in the 7th house of the chart, then as I said, there may be some ego issues between the spouse, because spouse may be egoistic. Also spouse will be having very impact of father on it. Second thing, from the fourth house connection, that is fourth lord connection and seventh lord connection, you have to see in the D9 chart. That time you will understand that how will be the inner peace with your spouse's house, how will be your comfort level at spouse's house. So the connectivity between the fourth lord of D9 and seventh lord of D9 definitely plays very important role. When I am talking about sun in the seventh house, that time you also have to see that which is the rising Naumansha in the fourth house of the chart and where is the fourth lord in the chart, to know that how will be my marital bliss or how I will enjoy at my spouse's house. Okay, if it is planet like Mars, then definitely you will take much more time to be comfortable at spouse's house, or you may not like certain positions or certain alignments or certain things which are placed in the house, so definitely you would like to change it. Surya in the seventh house of the chart also, it indicates that you both have some difference of opinion, some miscommunication, misunderstanding. So here also late marriage may happen for the natives, and also such natives who are having Surya in the seventh house of the chart, they are bound to get the overconfidence sometime, or they are below confidence also if this Surya happens to be in the debilitated sign. If this Surya happens to be in the friend sign in your seventh house of the chart, then definitely it will boost the seventh house material or seventh house signification. But if it is in the Shatru Rashi, like it is in Saturn sign, or if it is in Mars sign, then definitely there will be some or other issues with the spouse. Also, spouse will be dashing personality, at the same time dominating personality also. This I am talking about sun in the seventh house. If you do not have any planet in the seventh house, and only if there is a sign of Leo in the seventh house, then just search that where is the sun located in that chart, and you will get the spouse's characteristic related to that particular house. Say for example, sun sign is posited in the seventh house in Naumansha chart, and sun is posited in the second house of the chart. So definitely this native's spouse will be connected, or their family will be connected to some or other government related work, or maybe they are holding very prestige in the society also, unless and until this Surya is not afflicted with Rahu or Ketu. If in your D9 chart in the seventh house there is a moon in your seventh house of the chart, or moon sign in the seventh house of the chart, then definitely your spouse will be emotional, sentimental, very thoughtfulness will be there, very creative also by nature. Every time while talking, your spouse may have tears in the eye. This I am talking about male and female both. Then moon in the seventh house again will be aspecting the first house also, so very much involvement between you and your spouse will be there, very dependency will be there. Sometime over possessiveness may disturb the relationship. Sometime psychological issues also may create. Your spouse will be with round face, very good looking, charming face, big eyes. There will be watery eyes, panidar we call it in Hindi. So this will be like bright, and the sclera portion will be very white and very bright also. These people have big eyes also, and their eyes speak rather than their you come to know the emotions from their eyes itself. Moon in the seventh house, your spouse will be loving or liquid things also, very fond of ice creams and cold things. Also, spouse may catch cold and cough very easily. Spouse will be connected to traveling job, or may have to travel a lot to search for the work. Also, the spouse may love the travels also, if this moon happens to be in the movable sign. If it happens to be in Sthira Rashi, then also mental travels are more. If in your seventh house of Naumansha there is a Mars posited in your D9 chart, then here your spouse will be little red, wheatish in color, skin tone, also roughness on the face. Also sometimes you see that they have reddish tinge in their eyes. Also they are very strong and with good strength. Their muscle power is very strong, even though they are thin. By looking you feel that very slim and trim and very thin spouse, but still in their body the muscles are very strong, because some way Mars also rules over the muscle power. Mars also rules over the proteins of the body. So these people have very strength and energy and very power. Also they have the work they are connected to, maybe some technical work or Mars related work. Is if Mars is very strong, like in own sign or exalted sign or in friendly sign, then definitely Mars becomes the prominent planet for your spouse. So spouse will be dominating also, quarrelsome also, and sometimes over possessiveness is seen in the Mars also. This is called as a Mangal dosh also. D9 chart also, I always consider Mangal dosh in D9 chart also, because sometimes if in D1 chart you don't see any type of Mangal dosh in first, fourth, seventh, 8th and 12th house of the chart, but in D9 if it is posited in any of the houses, definitely some or other percentage of Mangalic dosha is considered, because you will see automatically the result that person is getting late marriages or difficulty in finding the good prospectus or alliance, good proposals person is not getting, and after getting the good proposals also people are saying no to them, or due to any other or very foolish reasons also marriage is not happening. But here energetic spouse we is very much profession oriented, because this Mars will be having connection with the 10th house also. This Mars will be having connection with the 11th house also. With very less friend circle this person will be there, and yes, sometimes late marriage is also indicated here. Also you have to see the 4th lord connection and this Mars connection in your chart. In other sessions I will definitely take all the houses, that if Mars is there in first house, if 7th lord is rising in your second house thought, that I will take step by step that sessions. First you try to understand the basic things. If in your D9 chart, if in the 7th house the rising planet is Mercury, so what is happening, your spouse will be very charming, will look younger than the original age, also very talkative, also very communicative, very sharp and with good sense of humor. Also this Mercury may give love marriages to the native. Your spouse will be falling in love very fast, or very good interacting power with others also. Sometimes they are found in the finance, banking sectors. If Mercury is happening to be in own sign or friend sign, Mercury rising Naumansha or Mercury posited itself in the 7th house will definitely give these fruits. Then here early marriage also may take place, because Mercury is a prince planet, and prince wants everything in a very early manner, because they do not sometimes if this Mercury happens to be in Kumar Avastha or young Avastha in your D1 chart, there are Avasthas written that it is in Vruddha Avastha, Mrutta Avastha, or Yavan Avastha, Yauvan Avastha. So or Kumar Avastha, you come to know. But basic nature of Mercury is young, charming. So these people are fair, with small eyes, with small ears also. They have very prominent lips, they have very prominent chin also sometimes, and their forehead is small if Mercury is there in the 7th house, and very talkative, and they are research oriented, and they are Google. I call them as a Google. They know everything. You can ask them any topic, they know about everything, and they mingle with their spouse very easily and very nicely. So your spouse will be very good if Mercury in the 7th house of the chart. If in your seventh house of Naumansha Jupiter is posited, then definitely wise personality, little bit elderly spouse also you may get, or even though spouse is of same age or maybe 2 years only older or 2 years younger also, but still that person looks very elderly, these people have habit of advising always. These people have habit of educating the people. They are connected to teaching profession also sometimes, and also they are connected to administration also. If this Jupiter is happening into the friendly sign or also enemy sign, then little bit dominating also, with higher ambitions also. Always they are career oriented people, they want people to follow them. So your spouse will be over ambitious sometimes, and also your spouse may not like interference in their own life. They are very independent by nature, and they would like others to follow them. Your spouse will be no doubt with very good hair quality, very good face cut, nice face and nice features. If Jupiter is there, fair. If Jupiter is not afflicted here in the seventh house, then definitely spouse will be fair, because Jupiter rules the color white also. Jupiter rules the fairness also. So yes, these people maybe your spouse will be good by nature also. Always spouse will give you good advices also, and marital life will also be good if fourth lord and this Jupiter is having good connectivity in the chart. If in your D9 chart, if in the seventh house there is a Venus rising, that is Venus planet is there in your seventh house of the chart, in your D9 chart, then definitely your spouse is luxury loving person, very charming, very attractive personality. Their eyes speak more than their like moon I said. So same with the Venus people also. They constantly like to drink water, always they feel thirsty. Also they like to travel a lot. Also they are fond of exploring the creative things, they are fond of artistic things, they are fond of music, they are connected to arts and creativity work or designing work also, or sometimes they are connected to healings also. They can become very good healers. They work in the hospitals also, or they work in the public sectors also. Venus in the seventh house will definitely give attractive face, very good hair texture, also goldenish hair these people may have. Also if black color hair are there, but in between they will be having some golden hairs also, or goldenish like red tint will be there in their hair. Also this Venus, if in the seventh house of the chart, they are more physically elevated people. So they always get attracted towards the opposite sex very quickly. Sometimes they get married late in life, and they are jumbling between that whether I should get married or no, because they are very happy with their own life. Your spouse, if in your D9 chart, if Venus is in the seventh house after marriage, definitely if you in your definitely in your D1 chart is also, and in his or her chart also, if Venus happens to be very good, then definitely you are living a very good happy married life. This Venus will also give occult occult study also, because Venus is a healing. They may like to chant mantras also. Then if in your D9 chart, if Saturn is rising or Saturn planet is there in the seventh house of the chart, then definitely your spouse will be awkward age gap, or younger or elder, or older look will be there of your spouse. Very understanding and caring also, but very sometimes lazy also, very professional also, very practical also, and very much lacking in the good approach also. They speak very less also. They have little small eyes, prominent nose. These people may have spectacles very soon. Also your spouse will be connected to history, or the work related to jurisdiction, or in law, legal matters, or also in occult also we see that these people are connected to occult also. Saturn is a karma karaka. This means that already the person who you are getting in your life after marriage If the Saturn is in the 7th house of your chart in D9, then it is understood that this your spouse is the past life connected spouse of yours. Then here in deep we have to see, then we have to see the matchmaking with fifth lord also with this Saturn. That is again different technique how we have to see that whether this how this spouse is connected with you, with your past life also. Saturn in the 7th house of your D9 chart also give the valuation to the thoughts. Your spouse will be more thoughtful person also, very dedicated towards the work also, and less romantic. So friends, this was all about the planets rising in the 7th house. If there is a Rahu or Ketu in the 7th house, if Rahu is there, then as I told in my first session also, that physically they are very activated people. They have spark in their eyes. Your spouse will be having spark in the eyes, physically very attractive with very good build. Also they like to always roam around. They like travels also, because Rahu is a foreign planet. Rahu is a Yavan Graha. If Rahu is rising in your 7th house of the chart, then early marriage is also seen. These people fall in love very quickly, and they mingle with yours. They will mingle with you, but at the same time they are very smart in hiding the things also. They may lie also. These people have the habit of lying, but lying is for the betterment or for good only, goodness only. It is nothing like they are lying always, unless and until other planetary positions are afflicted in the chart. If Ketu is there in your 7th house of the chart, then definitely a detached personality. This Ketu may not give the matching of nature of both the spouse. Always your spouse will be irritating with your deeds or with your things. Whenever Ketu and Rahu and Saturn, all these three planets, whenever are coming in your 7th house of the chart, in your D9 chart, then definitely this is past life connection with you of this, because of these planets. Also, if with the 7th house your 5th lord also is connected in the 7th house, then 100% the past life connectivity is there. So Ketu in the 7th house of the chart, these people are very ambitious people, but they get detached very fast. After certain period they do not want to work further. Also with the spouse also, they keep the distance, even though they do take good care of the spouse, but still they keep some distance, and they are very moody and sometimes weird also by nature. And this Ketu will also give late marriage or lack of marital bliss to the native, unless and until Jupiter is in a good aspect on this Ketu, or Jupiter is with this Ketu, then definitely it will give good this. If Rahu is there, then as I said, attractive eyes and prominent ears, and these people have very good visionary power also. Visionary power here, I means they are very intuitive by nature, and they do have inbuilt healing power. Same with the Ketu, they have inbuilt spiritual power, but unless and until the proper dasha comes, they are not spiritually elevated. So this was all about the 7th house planets, and how your spouse will be by nature and by characteristic, and um, uh, in rough what profession or what type of characteristic your spouse will be having. So next time I will come with another topic of D9 chart, but when I will again start the series of only 7th house in D9 chart, then definitely I will talk about all houses where your this 7th house is located. So as I always say, that stay tuned with Planet to Soul Astrology, and do watch all my videos, so that about the Navmansha chart. Also do watch the Rahu series also, and I say that Sabka Mangal Ho, may all be blessed. Namaste.